Helping others to reach their goal, providing different information for social issues, providing an insight for teens. And today we're actually having a discussion with the teens again, Teen Chat. And our topic today is cell phone use. Today I have a panel of 4 students. I'd like to welcome our teen panel. We have Emily, freshman, L. Nathan, sophomore, Edward, which is a junior, and we have, and Rihanna, a senior. We actually have 1 from each class. I didn't even realize that till now. Great, welcome to the show. So, topic, cell phone use. You guys know how I feel about that. Cell phone use in the school, at home. I think you guys don't need cell phones, I'm sorry.
Like at all?
Well, I mean, you use cell phones maybe for a certain hours a day, but I don't feel like you need them in school. Definitely not. I mean, I'm a teacher, and I'm seeing this little 5-year-old coming into school with the cell phone better than mine. Not that I'm jealous, but he has a nicer cell phone than I do.
So if we shouldn't have phones, then you shouldn't have a phone.
Well, we're adults. You guys aren't adults. Hello. Oh,
That's an excuse
We
for
still need
everything.
phones.
See, like
you just do
that's
the
not
hand
the
motion?
answer for everything.
You just
I
do-
understand that you're an adult, and I understand
Yes.
I have to stay in a respectful place as a
Thank you.
child. But you use that, and that's just it. That's your reasoning for everything. Like, just because you're an adult doesn't mean that we shouldn't have a phone. How am I going to get in contact with you?
Well,
Which
there
one?
used to be pay phones until they got rid of most of the pay phones. Or you asked after school, I need to use the phone. Can I use the phone? You got a little note from your teacher to go down to the nurse or something. Can I please use the phone to call mom and dad?
So you think that the era we're in now, which is very technologically advanced, we should use
Or impaired?
phones from the school to reach our parents?
What I'm saying is, and actually there was a study, Mr. Newman just brought it up when we were just in prepping for this, that studies show that we are 16% less intelligent from using cell phones.
Oh yeah, that's cause so I had another guy. His name was Mr. Ward. He told me that most people can't remember more than 3 phone numbers nowadays.
I was going to ask you the next question. Do you know certain phone numbers?
The important ones?
but like before they started having like a speed dial, people could remember like 6-8 numbers per just like right off the back of their heads. But
Right.
nowadays people can't usually remember more than 3, and then I feel like
And they're struggling for the 3.
yeah, and I feel like that's more of like a recognition issue because I feel like our phone does more of the recognition for us. So.
I mean, even for spelling, you're texting, I want to meet you at blah, 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 and it's auto-corrected for you. And worse yet, oh, I'll just hit the speakerphone. I'm going to meet you after school. You don't even have to spell. It will just type it out for you. I mean,
It's mainly like I
What
usually see that
about
as
that?
convenience.
I'm not seeing the problem here.
you don't see a problem. The convenience. There's kids nowadays that don't even know how to spell. People aren't even spelling correctly. You don't have to anymore. You don't have to learn how to spell. You don't have to memorize your home phone number, your mom's phone number. Oh, that's dial 1, dial mom, dial this. They don't remember these numbers.
I think this is a thing for people from older generations are just salty or upset because we have it a lot easier than they did, and they
Right.
don't like that.
Y'all mad?
Oh, we're
Hold
bad.
Keyword salty.
Bye.
I think that phones actually like help us like when we're texting and help people learn how to type.
How does it help you learn how to type? You don't have to type the right letters.
Well, some people do type, but some people lazy and just say it.
Oh yeah, see
I'm
like
trying
me.
not to
Typing
sound
the right letter
ignorant.
is auto-correcting.
See like me, I type in whole sentences. I'm sorry. Call me old, but I gotta put my period.
Right, I still
My
use
exclamation
punctuation, you know?
Everything.
You're not, are you, going.
No, that's
No,
lazy.
no.
two.
I'm typing out my whole words. And it actually turns out you actually get better responses when you actually type out your whole words and use actual sentences.
Right.
Because half the time I don't even know what they're saying, those little symbols or the
Oh, yeah.
short abbreviations. I'm like, I gotta
TWYD.
go Google what it means.
Oh God,
Oh,
I can't
You-
do this.
I just think, and like that study really proves, if we're getting less intelligent, why are we using these things? I mean, it's gonna go on and on and on. That is just gonna get worse and worse and worse.
But we've already been introduced to it, so it's like
So we can't take it away? Once we got it, we can't take it away?
there's no point anymore. If you take it away, that's just gonna make me want it more. Like at this point, I'm saying at this point, like I don't know.
Okay,
can't really
Like, I don't
speak
think
for
kids
you.
need
Cecilia.
cell phones in high school. Are you guys able to have your cell phones in the high school?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, Eddie said no, you guys can't.
Yeah.
Hmm?
So
And Emily, how about you? You used to be in 8th grade. Do you have the cell phone there?
At school, it depends on what class you're in, because there's some teachers who don't care.
Right.
But like, you automatically have to put your phone up if like the principal come in, because we'll need them taking your phone.
Well, that sounds like you're hiding the cell phone, like illegal
But
contraband. You
If
gotta
the
go hide your cell
if the
phone.
teacher lets you like take it out, then I'm gonna take it out.
Because like in my school, it's more of a convenience because a lot of the work that we do on Google Classroom, and you're able to download the app on your phone and work on the work that you have in Google Classroom from your phone. And did you know how like when you're like typing out something and you feel like you typed a lot, and then you look up and you realize that it's less than 3 sentences, and you was like, but I just went ham on this keyboard with my 2 fingers.
right.
They have Chromebooks for you guys to use. You don't need your cell
And
phone.
But they don't
iPads.
have the voice
Chromebooks.
thing.
That's what I'm talking about. You're not even spelling.
I'm saying I can write like 3 paragraphs using my voice in less than 5 minutes.
But you can't
while when I'm
spell
on
it.
a keyboard, I have to take me like 3 hours. Like, it's convenient.
That is laziness. I'm sorry.
it's not
lazy.
I agree. The thing
Laziness,
is, like-
you don't know how to spell.
gosh.
All you're doing is having to talk it out, and you're hoping. And even they have Grammarly, and I'm not saying Grammarly's bad because that's an app. I have it on my
Right, it's
computer.
good to use.
But it's like you guys don't have to spell; they'll spell corrected. Grammarly will correct your grammar. All you do is speak in the computer, speak in a microphone, speak on your cell phone that has Office Word and everything else.
But that
so what are
doesn't-
you learning?
That doesn't mean
What are
that
you
you're
learning?
Grammarly's like advanced convenience
Right.
because they can actually make your sentences
Better.
into what perspective you
But
want them to
you're
be
not
looked at as well.
learning. You're
But that
not
doesn't mean that you're
learning
not
anything.
doing the work. Like if you, well, for me, if I use,
You
like
guys
if I
have a-
write, if I write a whole essay and I use Grammarly to correct it, that doesn't mean that I'm doing any less work. I still
Okay.
have wrote my whole essay
How many times do you read over your whole paper after Grammarly corrects it?
at least twice. I like writing.
I don't use
I don't
Grammarly.
use
I don't know.
Grammarly either.
I don't use Grammarly. I write, I look for all the red lines, right click, correct it. Then after that, I have to reread it just to make sure that I don't have a sentence that be like, Bill went to the place. And it's like, yeah.
But it will correct, your computer will correct your grammar, will correct your spelling. And like you said, you just click on the button to correct it, and it corrects it. You don't have to learn, wait a second, do I need to use loss, L-O-S-S, or do loss, L-O-S-T? You don't have to think for yourself. It does it for
Well, that
you.
is just common sense there.
Lost and lost are two
Oh,
very different words.
I'm trying to figure out
I'm
what
just
is
trying to pop in my head. Thank you very much, Edward.
what is your main like what is your main problem with technology? Like what
They're
is your,
making you less intelligent because you're not having to spell. You're not having to form your own sentences properly. You aren't going to research stuff. You're going on your phone, just give me whatever data that picks up. And I'm sorry, Wikipedia is not factual data all the time. How many people go to the encyclopedia or Encyclopedia Online, Britannica? No one does that.
But they're the
looking for easy
same.
way
Either
out.
way, you're
thing is-
looking at
They're
it
not
as
the same. Wikipedia
they're
See,
both
look-
okay.
and the regular encyclopedia, they're not the same, honey.
See, look,
Okay.
see, look, the thing is, right? The teachers, when you were in school, said the same thing about your calculators. They're not helping you solve the problem. They're just giving you the answer. They said this. They said the same exact thing. You guys said it was helping. They said no, it's making you dumber because you don't have to think about getting your answer. You just type it in, you get an output. It's the same thing, just on a bigger scale.
Oh, okay, then we have to get away from the academics. Then we have to go with the. Go ahead.
As
Edward.
Nate was saying, it's just the evolution of technology. Back then, you know, like in Egyptians, they had to, if they wanted to write, they had to do, well, for it to stay, besides the little piece of paper, they would have to actually etch it in stone. Then the pencil came out, and pen, stuff like that.
Okay, we're not going back to the cave.
No, wait. Here's my point.
Okay.
As the evolution of technology persists, things will get easier.
Right.
Okay.
We don't need to work as hard. So, this is just keep on continuing, so there's no debate for it.
Right.
So
Well-
eventually we're going to be the Matrix, laying in a little bubble in our dream world, and not have to think or do anything at all. Then.
Well, you're getting upset at us over things we have no control over. We don't control technology.
But
We
even
just
with
use it.
technology, you guys are sitting there, and you cannot tell me you're not texting in school, because I hate to say it, I
Yes,
have
I
text
do.
you in school.
Right.
Yeah, but you're supposed to be paying attention. What are the lessons you missed?
What if it's
I
an
don't miss
emergency?
any lessons. Like, see, that's where we
You
go
should
back
not
to
be getting an emergency in school. If it's emergency, the principal or the teacher should be, your parents should be calling the teacher, the school, if it's emergency.
What if you don't want to tell the teachers or the principals? You just want to, like,
What's emergency? Mom, I left my shoes at home.
no.
Our argument
It's
is
like-
not very strong right now.
Oh, it is strong. I'm sorry, it is strong. You guys are sitting in class on the cell phone, surfing the Facebook. Okay.
Facebook?
No
Okay.
one gets on that. That's for
Oh
old
my
people.
God.
That's for old
Nobody,
Oh my God,
nobody
people
below the age
surfing
of
the
30 is on
Facebook.
Facebook.
people. Right.
I'm
It's
sorry, but-
Instagram and Snapchat.
No one wishing you a happy birthday on your wall no more.
Oh, that's funny.
So now you're saying no one's on Facebook anymore, okay?
It's
And
not-
now
No,
you gotta be 30 or older.
no.
one-
We're just saying that
But you guys are playing
Usually-
games also. You're playing games in the class.
That's not a phone. Oh. Oh, wait. I thought you were saying the actual.
ever heard of Cool Math Unblocked?
Cool math.
what?
Cool Math.
Yeah, you know
Yeah,
what that
okay,
is?
so pretty much right.
Oh.
It's a site where you can also play you can play math games, but besides the math games, they got some really cool games on there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay, so you guys are in school playing cool math.
No.
yeah.
They're
Occasionally.
making fun of me now.
Okay, honestly, I feel
do
like
it.
it's all about self-discipline. I'm gonna get serious. Okay.
Thank you.
Self-discipline. I understand not everybody has it, but like at this point in time, technology is getting advanced, and not everybody has the self-discipline to be able to realize when they need to turn on the technology and turn it off. Like me, I understand when I should and shouldn't use technology. I'm not in class texting on my phone while the lesson is being taught to me. What I do is I turn my phone off, they teach the lesson, they give us our assignment, and while like I'm doing the assignment, I listen to music or something, but I'm not consistently on my phone texting.
You're listening to music in class.
Yes.
Yeah.
And your teachers allow that.
Yeah,
After
legally,
he's done
you
talking, after he or she is done talking, so I'm saying like, it's not that bad. It's like,
Okay,
'Cause, like,
that's another topic we got to talk about because you guys do not need free time in
No,
school.
see, look.
You guys should not be getting all this free time in school to be on the cell phones.
oh my
Yeah,
god.
see, listen to me, right?
Yeah.
I get easily distracted.
Uh,
But when I put in my no.
Okay.
But when I put in my music and I start doing my work, I'm kind of in my zone.
Right,
So
I
I'm
do- I
zoned
do my
out.
work
I'm
more
over here doing my
effectively.
work. I end up getting through like an assignment in like less than 10 minutes. Bang, bam, boom, done.
Turn it in.
I'm
But
out.
even being on the cell phones, you guys aren't communicating. I've seen kids that are two people sitting next to each other texting at the dining room table. Or you're at the dining room table. It's not just in school. You're at home. Instead of talking with mom and dad, sister, brother, you're texting, wondering what, Fred's doing down the street. Yeah, I know no one's named Fred anymore. Okay, what they're doing down the street or what we're going to do afterwards. It's not communicating and talking. How many of you guys actually pick up the phone and call?
Ooh, love to be
I
on
do.
FaceTime.
All the time.
FaceTime.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, FaceTime. You
See
can
their
actually
face.
look at the person at the face and be like, "Hey, how is your day?
Right,
Is your
you-
day wonderful?" Like,
You can call. I can call somebody in Mexico.
And when you were saying like someone's next to each other talking, maybe it's a private conversation. You know,
Right.
they don't want you knowing.
We don't want the parents to know.
Exactly.
Oh, so is the cell phones helping
Oh,
you
no.
guys? Oh no,
We need some more rebuttals and counter arguments because it's not working.
it's not working. It's
Shoot,
not
shoot.
working. So now you get your cell phones. They're also used for incognito, so parents don't know what you're doing. And I see Emily's just sitting there like, I'm just going to smile and not say anything right now.
That's,
So that's why parents won't know. We have it all. We can go and rig your phone and find out all your text messages. We're not that dumb.
yes, but we also have our secret outlets of erasing that. I'm not going to get into the details.
Very much.
otherwise
Yeah,
you're
I'm not
gonna
going to
find
tell
out,
you,
like,
but yeah.
stop it. But
there
I'll just
is
tell
a-
you, we
there's
have
a
our ways of
method.
stopping you from finding out. So don't even worry about it.
I've learned the
No,
ways.
you haven't.
Maybe that's what we need, a class, an episode for parents so we know how to get
No.
around
No,
that
no, no,
stuff.
no, no, no.
Nope.
You've learned the ways that we let you know about.
Oh, that's
Exactly.
How it goes.
There you go.
And also, I really feel like y'all, I mean,
Y'all?
you, I'm sorry. I really feel as if parents or people who are older don't like technology because they don't understand it. We talked about this once before, but it's like my parents are technologically illiterate and they don't know like how to work it, but they also don't try. Like whenever they need help with something, they say, Rihanna, come fix this on my phone. And I try to help them, but they get frustrated to the point where they just do it. And then I'm like, okay, well, I release my hands of it and I do it, and then it's off their phone. So you guys have to try to understand it also. You can't just,
But what do you think
Ignore
about
it.
that study that people are getting less intelligent? You don't think there's any basis to that study at all?
what
I
can
think-
we do at
'cause,
this
like,
point?
What do you mean, what can you do at this point?
What I'm saying
Put the
is,
phone down.
No, no,
Put
no.
the phone down.
What I'm saying-
Words.
So us four putting our phones down is going to help the world become more
Everyone.
intelligent?
no, I'm saying, right, it's just how things, like, are. Because, okay, so pretty much humans used to be way stronger, way faster earlier back in the day, but then we started forming weapons and ranged weapons. So now we didn't have to chase our food down. So guess what? We got slower. We didn't do all the chopping with the axe because guess what? We now have machines that do it for us. So guess what? We got weaker. It's just
So we're getting dumber?
what I'm saying is
Or you think we're getting smarter?
what I'm saying is the more that you make something easier, the less effort your body makes into trying to support doing that thing because like in biology or whatever, your body's basically all about being energy efficient. So if your body's like, hey, I'm putting a whole bunch of energy into this thing even though I don't need to, let me just retract some of that energy, bang, bada boom, I'm good.
You're not helping our argument.
Yeah, you're really not.
What I'm
son. You're
saying
really
is,
not.
what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, it's inevitable. You can't stop.
It's inevitable?
It's
Yes.
inevitable.
So
We're
inevitably
gonna-
we're going to be in a coma and not do anything because we made enough technology that we're just going to be sitting around doing nothing.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
if you're in
can
a
say for
coma-
everything.
If you're in a,
Well, I'm not saying
What?
that. I'm not saying that it's not a problem. I'm saying that it's inevitable. Like you can't really stop it.
I understand where you're coming from, and I actually do agree with some of your points.
Okay.
We are getting dumber. I understand, and I believe that. We are becoming lazier. I definitely believe that because
Yes.
everything is way more convenient to us. But at this point, I can't see any way around it, like how to make it better. Like I don't know.
So we're just screwed. We're not going to give up the phones. We're not going to turn back the time. There's no point of us picking up a
can't turn
dictionary
back.
when it's on the phone.
Yeah.
We're not going to go back from just hitting the speaker to text it or type it. Microphone, Dragon speaking softly, I think it is. You just text it and you write out the whole paper, hit Grammarly, and we're done. In that case, we'd be writing novels in like a couple days too. So there's no way to turn any of this stuff back. We're just
No,
Don't.
you can't.
Inevitably
You
gonna
can't
be
turn
dumber?
back time.
Can't beat them, join 'em.
The the only way that we're going to actually be able to stop any of this is if we end up doing like a cell that just grows too much. We end up getting so advanced that we end up imploding ourselves and sending
that's
straight
gonna
back
happen
to
too,
the
I feel
beginning.
like.
Now, I think it was a cartoon. I'm trying to think of what the cartoon was. That people were going to space because something happened with the planet. I think it had to do with a little robot.
Oh,
E
Wall-E?
something Wally.
Oh,
Yes,
Wall-E.
yes. So like with
So
Wall-E,
those people did nothing but eat all day. They didn't have to work, move. Technology took care of everything. Is that how we're going to be?
like as,
I
like,
think so.
probably at some point.
Wow,
Like-
that's horrible.
It is.
We're also
It
using
is horrible.
technology to also make us stronger as well. So like it's not
No, you
all
just said we're
bad.
not using tools.
I know we're not using tools. I'm not saying that we're like. What
Yeah,
I'm saying, I'm saying like what I'm saying is being technologically advanced has its benefits, but it also has like
Right,
its
exactly.
downfalls. Like we have exosuits now. Well, like not like major exosuits, but we have suits that can like help you like pick up larger items, like things that would be heavy. You put on a little like robotic like structure or whatever. You can literally lift up something that's like 200 pounds and be like, oh, this is not as heavy as it was before when I did not have this suit on.
Right.
It's like
Well, I
don't know.
understand there are some things in technology that is good for us, but I'm saying we're relying more and more on this. That education-wise, we're not getting any better. You know, even our phones, our cell phone use. There's programs that can close your blinds, turn a light on in your house, start the dishwasher. They even have that you could use your app for those fancy phone, refrigerators that shows a picture inside your refrigerator to tell you what's there.
They
So
have
you don't have to open
Wi-Fi.
the refrigerator to know what you're going to have for dinner. Oh, honey, oh, it looks like, and you're just in the living room. Oh, I think we have some leftover lasagna in there. And is that how life's going to be, that we don't do much anymore because of a
mean-
cell phone use?
There are
I'm
just
s-
some things that come naturally, like with reading. A lot of people read off their phone, but I like having the hard copy. So like,
Libraries, the books are going.
Right.
The books are going.
so pretty much right.
They're not. Where's the bookstores? We have Barnes and Noble. Where are the bookstores? They're going. Nobody wants a hardcover book. Everyone wants it on their phone or a tablet.
not everybody. You're speaking
The
for everybody.
bookstores are
who yes.
going. Most of them are going. You can even get college textbook ebooks.
Yeah, that's true.
My last college textbook was an ebook. I didn't even get a hard copy.
Right,
And I
you-
still pay like $200 some. I'm like, this is just a PDF file for $200 some. So they're not going to be books anymore. Next thing you know, there's going to be apps to like give our dogs food or something. The bowl is going to. No, they do have that you can ration out the dog's food.
Oh yeah, it's just like a machine. You put the food in, and then it just gives it its food. Like you just put in the times, the amount, just bloop.
And
Auto
then why
feed.
do we need all this at school? Why do we need the cell phone at school?
It's
Just why?
convenient.
Okay.
We don't need it. It's just the fact that we don't get in trouble for having it there, so we take advantage of it.
I do. I
It's
for my school.
What's funny? Why are you laughing?
You're not. Yeah, you just didn't prove your point, honey.
Oh,
You
yeah.
take advantage of it.
I didn't say it was right.
Okay. At work.
I get in trouble like if I'm on my phone, in most of my classes, except AP classes, they don't care because, like,
You
if
said
you
AP classes?
AP classes,
They don't care? My AP classes don't either, yo. I'm not gonna lie.
like if you take the exam, you're basically done with the whole course. They literally just set you up for the exam. Bam, you're done.
yeah.
But what I'm saying is like you could need your phone. Well, you do need your phone. Like let's say there's a lockdown, right? And well, if the power goes, the teachers, the principal can't reach your parents, whatever. Your parents are freaking out. You know, it's like 2 hours after school. There's cops there. What if you
Where
need to
you
text
at?
your parents,
Right.
right? Or like, let's say, you're in danger. There's someone at the school trying to hurt you. You know, you locked yourself in the stall. You're trying to call like a teacher, well not a teacher, but like a help number at the school. There's another reason.
Okay.
Let's just say,
I do understand those
These are very
serious
hypothetical.
situations that, lockdown, there's an incident at the school, you need a phone. I do understand that. Don't get me wrong in that. I do believe kids or someone teachers need to have their phone out in case there's a situation, at least near at hand. But how many of you are texting during school hours?
I don't text during.
Well, actually,
Communicate with others?
I do
No.
sometimes.
Okay.
I mean,
you do sometimes.
to be
Okay.
honest, the only time I really communicate in school is if like I need something from another classmate or a student, because other than that, I don't really use my phone. Like if someone who is texting me, like trying to have a conversation, I really don't text back.
Okay. Do you think it interferes at all in your schoolwork then? You
No.
think it's a benefit?
It's
Yes,
mainly a benefit.
for me.
Yeah, because like me, I do my work on it. I get the work done. If I'm done with work or if we're not doing anything in class,
We get assignments on our phone.
we can Like you can play games if you're like done with work or if you're like not doing anything. Like sometimes people just don't want to talk to you sometimes, so you just like, eh. It's like, yeah, knock yourself out. Why not?
For my school though, like this year was the first year they approved like the cell phone program, and it was like a decimal point difference of a GPA going up.
You think your GPA actually went up?
No, like for schools, like the schools like whole thing. It was like 0.000000, but like that could contribute with many different things to students coming and stuff like that. But honestly, like they tried it, didn't give them a big thing, didn't give them like even worsening. So, like, why even have it?
Okay.
Why have the program where you can't have it?
So what about younger kids? And we're almost done with the show, but what about like the kids in elementary school? You think these kindergartners, second
don't
Sis,
graders?
sis, sis,
Well,
you
they
don't
don't
need
get
it
to-
then.
Yeah, they don't need it at that
Because all you're
age.
doing is ABC, 1, 2, 3, coloring. Over there doing multiplication problems, 1 through 12, guys. Come
Spell
on.
cat.
What is 1 times 12? 3. Like it's like
So little kids. Now, at the school I work at right now is elementary school. When the kids walk in, they have to turn in their cell phones. And there's a lot of cell phones that get turned in from little bitty kids. They all have their cell phones.
That's a
Now,
talk for the parents.
That's the time to talk to the parents.
Yep. That's not.
That's not for kid. Okay, they gotta have to talk to the parents that they shouldn't have their kids with little phone.
If you give a little kid a phone, what they gonna do? Say no? They're gonna take it.
it's like the
It's a
only
phone.
Why are you guys at your age different from a younger kid then?
because
We've
they're
been-
young
but the thing
and
is-
stupid. Like really
We're,
stupid.
we're stupid too.
I'm like we're stupid, but we're not as
We've been
stupid.
exposed to it at a young age. This is not all our fault.
Okay.
It's like y'all the ones who created the phone.
Do you guys at least use your phone in school constructively
Yes.
for schoolwork?
Yes.
Okay. Is it basically equivalent to like a mini computer and that's why you need it and use it?
Yes.
Mini computer, and then some.
I can print documents off of my phone.
For the school?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I go to the
me.
library and I connect my phone to that
Printer.
to the printer,
Okay.
and I can print right there.
Okay. Well, I guess we're almost out of time. Thank you very much for the topic, guys. I love talking to you guys. Teen Chat. This is Janice with Why Not. The topic for the teens was cell phone use. As we can tell, there's some discrepancies of who thinks they need cell phones or not. I don't know if I lost or won, but watch us Wednesday night, 6:30. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hope to see you next time. This is Why Not with Janice, helping others to reach their goals and giving them different social ideas and help. Thank you very much. Good night.